Hello, good morning, friends. Today I am going to present you my 8th semester project, and my project title was Fabrication and Installation for Thorpe T211 Wing. And this project in this project my internal guide was Mr. S. Sivraj sir, who is my assistant professor of my college, and he was also the HOD in my department. And my external guide is Mr. Shikhar Chaturvedi, who is the Assistant Vice President of TAL, Hosur. So the abstract of my project was Torpedo screams power and performance. Affectionately named after its designer John Thorpe, the six-cylinder Jabiru 3300 equipped T211 is not an ordinary aircraft. The combination of a light yet strong airframe with 120 horsepower provides a tremendous power to weight ratio which creates short takeoff runs, strong climbs, and impressive cruise speed. The main objective was to remove the wing, fabricate and reinstall the wing according to the DGCA maintenance regulation. The main problem was to install the wing precisely as given by DGCA regulations. So as you can see, this is the light sport aircraft GBYJF. I would like to tell you more about light sport aircraft. This is also known as LSA. This is very simple to fly and which certain criteria regulations set by National Aviation Authority restricting weight and performance. For example, in Australia, the Civil Aviation Safety Authority defines a light sport aircraft as a heavier than aircraft other than a helicopter with a maximum gross takeoff of not more than 560 kgs for lighter than aircraft, 600 kgs for heavier than aircraft not intended for operation on water, or 650 kgs for aircraft intended for operation on water. It must have a maximum stall speed of 45 knots in landing configuration, a maximum of 2 seats, a maximum speed in flight with continuous power 138 meter per hour CAS, fixed undercarriage, an unpressurized cabin, and single non-turbine engine driving a propeller if it is powered aircraft. So I would like to tell you more about my wing installation. The overview was it the procedure for assembling the left and right hand wings is the same with the exception that some of the parts are handed. Where the parts are handed, the part number for the left and the right wing is called up first, and then the part for the right wing follows it in brackets. The installation is assembled in two stages. First one is sub-assemblies and second is major assemblies. Although the sub-assemblies do not have to be assembled in any particular order, you may find it easier to follow the steps as we did in creating this manual. The assembly time for each of these is approximately 30 hours. So this is the tool list actually which we used in the installation of the wing. Power drill, ratchet, T-bar, socket, drill bits, clicco pillars, clicco pins, taper punch, reamer, blind hole finder, torque wrench, deburring tool. So this is, as you can see, the diagram which is of rear beam assembly 699 left. This L denotes here left hand side of the wing. This is the second part which these diagrams have been done through CATIA, and this are showing all the three different parts in a rear beam assembly. So rear beam, for assembling the rear beam we are following this many steps. First is click open the WS699-2 to the rear beam 699 1L and secure with the rivets AGS 4719. Note this, omit rivets from rib 696 attachment position. Ream the attachment hole 372 to 374 through the double 699-2 and beam 699-1. Click pin die hinge bracket 720R or 720L to the inboard aft position of the beam and secure with rivets AGS 4719-407. Click open the hinge bracket 720L or 720R to the inboard aft position of the beam and secure with rivets AGS 4719-407 5 off. And this is the diagram for the main beam assembly 647 left and 647 right. These are the different parts of the beam. As you can see, there is 752L, 647 1L, 1319L, 756L, 1318L. And this is for the after rib assembly 696-6L or 696-6R. And this is the three different parts of the after rib assembly. This is the center rib assembly 697-3L, 697-3R, and these are the different parts of the center rib assembly. So now the stage 2 comes major assembly. In this there are four types. First one is wing assembly 691L or 691R. Before you build the major assembly, check the kit of the parts against the relevant figure and index. Examine parts that are in storage for obvious damage. Now this is the second part. Assemble the framework. Loosely attach the center rib 696-1L to the aft face of the main beam assembly with temporary bolts, washers and nuts. Clicopin nose rib 644-4R to the forward face of the main beam assembly. And third step is clicopin center rib assembly to the aft face of the main beam assembly and secure with rivets and AGS 4715-415. Then in Clico in nose rib to the forward face of the main beam assembly. Clicopin center rib assembly to the aft face of the main beam assembly and secure with rivets. You should note that the longer rivet is installed in 3 lower beam cap assembly. Now this is the third part. Assemble the skin. Clicopin top skin dash to the rear beam assembly between the center rib assembly and the iron rib. While holding angles in position, clicopin inner top skin between center rib. Now you should note that you can hold angles and in position by inserting your hand through the lightning hole in center rib. Reverse stiffness to nose skin with reverse AGS 4715-407. Clicopin nose skin to the main beam assembly between nose ribs and 644-5L. Clicopin nose skin 690 to the main beam assembly between nose rib 644-5L. Then rivet joint between these top skins or their beam assembly 699L. And there's a note that you should omit and inboard rivet in position where reinforcing strip 691-2 fits. Then this is the fourth part, installation of the wing components. Mark out the position of the pitot tube tubular 880 on bottom wing square. Drill 3 holes 4.5 mm and docket out as figure shown in the install pitot tube 87 and tubular 880 radii screws, washer and nuts. Install the pitot line through grommets in the wing and connect it to the pitot tube. Install navigation light cable and the strobe light cable through the grommets. Position brake tube assembly through the grommets and connect it to the fitting. Set the length of the aileron tube assembly from hole to hole center. Then attach the aileron tube assembly between the cell ranks 1369 with bolt AN3-10A, washer and nut. Set the length of the push-pull assembly 1367 to 2080 mm from the hole center to hole center and attach the fixed eye end between the bell cranks. Then install the valve AN812 and gasket in the top of the landing gear cylinder. Now this is the fifth part. Assemble the wingtips. Draw a line from the edge of the wingtip, locate wing assembly on the end of the wing and use a hole finder to locate screw holes in end rib. Make sure the wingtip is positioned fair enough to the wing so that the hole aligns that you have drawn and drill holes. Then position paper template on the outboard edge of the wingtip. Drill a hole with a hole show and then fill the hole to allow the strobe light to through. Push the strobe light through the hole, mark and drill 3 holes, number 123, and install rivets. Then fit the strobe and position a light base plate to the wingtip. Then fit the strobe and position a light assembly to the base plate with a screw. Connect the plug to the wiring socket and attach wing assembly. Now we can conclude that our project is complete with complete fabrication and the installation of the Torpedo T211 aircraft sport wing. The components of the wing structure are inspected before the installation according to DGS standard and are checked successfully for complete functioning of the port wing of Torpedo T211 aircraft in TAL. Thank you.